Yeah, guys, Frankomatic and Cess. That's
And
right,
Tommy.
right. And Tommy. Back with more Woodruff and the Schnibble. Last time we had plot. A lot of plot. We also got an eyeball.
Oh no, no, Tommy.
I don't know if you remember that, but we got an eyeball.
Tommy, do you remember that?
Do you know what the eyeball is for?
Looking at that other eyeball?
Yes, it's actually to get us into this party. Which will make a little more sense once we get in there.
Oh, I feel like I'm closely observed all of a sudden. I'd better be cautious.
There's not a lot to be cautious about, mainly because there's not a lot to interact with in here. We can leave. And we can talk to Miss Cocotte or play with this glass. So let's play with this glass.
It's Bazook Booze.
Okay.
Man, he sounded so surprised.
Cocotte, wake up. She isn't responding. What happened to her? Is she under some kind of spell? I have to take care of her.
Date rape drug.
So, what do you think the solution to this is?
Splash the booze on her face.
Wrong.
I got it. I know what happened to her. She got bit by the beast. I could make an antidote in my lab.
What?
Woodruff, you don't have a lab. Luckily, we know there is a lab. I'm sure this guy won't mind if we play with his chemicals a bit. He's too busy staring at his hairy palm. Forever.
Well, it is pretty disconcerting. How does hair grow out of a palm?
And with that, we have acquired antidote. And suddenly you can see why this transporter thing is incredibly useful, because these scenes are nowhere near each other. I probably could have just teleported back into the party, but you know what?
You like to make an entrance.
So, let's just give her this here antidote and, be done with this.
To make it work, she has to drink the antidote by herself. And she isn't up to it.
Really?
So, what do you think the solution is?
Hypnotize her.
No.
Ouch! Where am I? Oh, I feel so weak. What's happened to me?
Drug her more.
She's not willing to just take the thing out of Woodruff's hand and drink it, but as soon as you pour that thing into her booze...
Feel better? It's me, Woodruff. We talked on the Tobazon. Don't you remember? You invited me.
I might have trusted you too soon. What says that you are on my side? With all that's happened to me, I have to be extremely cautious.
That's fair.
But I'm the one who broke the spell that was cast upon you.
What if it's a trick? After all, I don't know you.
True.
So you still don't trust me?
No, not yet. Unless you have very convincing arguments.
So, this puzzle, I don't really understand the solution to it. Have any guesses as to what we're supposed to do here?
Get her super drunk until she trusts you.
No. Have anything what we could do with what we actually have? There's nothing else to pick up in here.
I don't remember what we have.
None of this crap works, so let's cut that all out now. Okay, it's one of our formulae.
Strength.
No.
She'll trust you if you're strong.
The actual solution is, well, Let's just see it. So, yeah, I've never understood why that works.
Miss Cocotte, she has terrible taste.
Also, look, a puppy.
It's not nice at all.
Also, look, a plant.
A ridiculous little plant. It must be the only one that's officially allowed in this city.
Make
Only
it grow.
the Bigwig could have authorized Cocotte this privilege. This little weakness will be the end of him, I'm sure of it.
Why does he have so much to say about the plant?
If I had talked to Miss Cocotte first, that would make a little more sense.
So, happy now?
Oh, dear Woodruff. Sorry I pushed you away earlier, but I felt so groggy.
Incidentally, prepare for another plot dump, kind of.
Miss Cocotte, help me find the Bigwig. I think he's responsible for what happened to you. And as for me, I have personal reasons to hold a grudge against him. He holds my adoptive father prisoner, and he savagely murdered my best friend, my teddy bear.
Oh, poor Woodruff. How sad. I can help you because my window looks on the tower where the Bigwig locked himself up with the president. There's no other access.
So, this is the only way to get to the Bigwig's place. At all. How did he get there?
He had it built around him.
You who were close to him, tell me about this horrible character.
I was his girlfriend before he became crazy. He used to be a charming man. One day, I saw him with a tightly closed container. He said that it was a very rare Bazook relic, and he wanted to open it very badly, but far from inquisitive eyes.
And clearly they're talking about the previous version of this thing. Which I just now noticed is spelled different than it was when we picked it up.
And what happened next?
When I saw him again, he had this mean look in his eyes that frightened me. And then he locked himself in the tower with the president, and they both started causing all kinds of problems that gradually poisoned our city. It was about that time that the beast started attacking people. It was the beast that attacked me when I was talking to you on the phone the other day. I don't understand why I'm still alive.
And what was the Bigwig's reaction to the Schnibble?
To improve his control of those under his influence, he created a sect, the followers of the Schnibble. You know, he's a master at manipulating people.
So that's where the Schnibble sect came from.
And what was the Bigwig's reaction?
Oh, okay, that's the end of that. Anyways, now we've heard officially that the Schnibble sect was built by the Bigwig. We can actually, you know, deal with that a little better. Where is the factory?
Above. Up.
Right there. Now if we talk to this guy again, Woodruff will actually, like, ask something pointful.
How can I participate in the glory of the Schnibble? I'm ready to join.
Say the sacred mantra, and the doors of the knowledge will open before you. Listen. Schnibble. Keep practicing regularly the sacred mantra because it will lead you to the highest levels of spirituality.
Schnibble.
Okay, so yeah, you heard how it sounds, right? Check out what happens when we go in here. Would have just heard this, like, literally seconds ago. And what we get is this.
What? Wrong. I didn't let him in.
Welcome. Get settled and join our group for prayer.
This is a timing puzzle. We just have to be here and use the thing when it gets to be the turn of the person there. Until then, we can walk around doing whatever the hell we want, though. Let's play with this computer.
This computer is not plugged in.
Yeah. And we should have enough time to get down here and,
Why do they have a big computer that they didn't plug in?
that's part of the puzzle of this room.
Schnibble.
Now we've used it.
High Priest, I'd like to use the Schnibble's computer.
It's good that you are interested in our organization. Pay your dues to the cult, and the Schnibble will plug in the computer.
What?
This is the other reason you need money. And now the computer will be plugged in.
Ooh, mysterious.
You need the sacred code to use the computer.
Schnibble.
We have to do that 3 times, incidentally.
Sigh.
But then the timing puzzle stops, and we can just do whatever the hell we want.
High Priest, the computer is asking me for the sacred code.
If you want the sacred code, you'll have to bribe the Schnibble. You know where?
High
Surprise.
Priest, I fulfilled all my obligations to the Schnibble. Am I worthy of the sacred code now?
Yes, my son. The sacred code is the sacred code.
I hate this guy.
What do you know? A cult that takes your money.
You know what, since we only got one more pass at this, I'm gonna just stand around here and wait. And then we'll be done with having to actually, like, pay attention to what the hell's going on.
Schnibble. Now that we have all chanted the mantra, let us meditate. Let us wait for the sign of the Schnibble. It will reveal who is worthy of being today's chosen initiate. Then we'll continue with the ceremony.
Nope, they want to see a sign from the Schnibble. Let's give them one.
The Schnibble has spoken. You are the chosen one today. Join your brothers in the initiation chamber.
And that opens up the other side of the room. Now let's just go put the sacred code in the computer.
To establish contact with the knowledge, I have to make a contribution to the cult.
Sigh.
There's a reason I'm doing all of this. And the reason is, we want this thing. But they're not gonna just let us take it.
The nose?
The hypnotic CD-ROM. Oh, apparently you have to keep the item selected or else Woodruff forgets what you wanted him to do. Good to know. We could have gone to the Bigwig's place right now, but we are not ready to deal with him yet.
Would have been nothing but tears.
Got it? I finally established communications with the knowledge. The concentration cycle for day is grand gong, small gong, grand gong, small gong, small gong.
Okay, let's ring that out. Small gong, grand gong, small gong, small gong. And that puts everybody to sleep.
Huh.
And now we can take this. Before we go, though, we were allowed to go to the initiation chamber. So let's do that.
Hmm.
Are you sure I have to go?
That should probably be your clue to not do this.
Do it anyway.
Now that I joined the Schnibble, I've found the light. My head's going to explode, but it's fun. I'm an expert in tambourines.
Yay.
Whoa.
So yeah, Woodruff becomes the tambourine king.
What's that sign in the corner say?
What corner? This corner? It's just the room label.
Oh.
Now then, whoop. We are ready to move on. And as you guessed earlier,
Grow, little plant. Yay.
I'd forgotten how ridiculous that particular formula sounds.
Here we are finally, you bigwig scum. Now you're going to pay for the murder of my teddy bear. I'm going to reduce you to a heap of pixels that I will myself splatter all over the universe.
Pacifism.
Hmm.
Also, top of this room's a little freaky.
What the heck?
Oh, we have this thing here, though.
So the big wig is actually a spider.
Little Beetle. Good timing, eh? The Bigwig is protected by a hatred field that you cannot cross in your present condition. Lighten your thoughts. Make your mind float.
Oh, that's actually a fairly direct hint as to what to do. Also, this happens.
Ah. Well, that was awful.
I didn't think you'd like that.
Why did that work?
He emptied his mind of his hatred. Also, hey, check that. One of the crazies.
Ew.
Anyways, I'm going to save the game here. You really have to scroll all the way to the top to get access to this. So, let's say we go talk to the Bigwig.
And who are you to dare interrupt my meditation? How'd you get in? I'll make you pay dearly.
Shut up, you renegade! I am the son of Azimuth, who you had kidnapped because you were scared of him. Admit it!
I didn't know Azimuth had a son. Yes, I neutralized him because he was getting on my nerves with his Schnibble. A tale, a utopia, an imposter, this Schnibble. He could have started riots in the city, that old lunatic with his nonsense.
Our young Woodruff never attained the status of hero. Forced to wear a morphoplastic nose, he became the butt of everybody's joke.
I'm not really certain how you're supposed to know not to do that, aside from just doing it once. It also gives you a completely different conversation than you get if you do the right thing. So maybe they actually just expected you to do it once and lose. Now that we know he's going to try and shoot us.
I have no hatred for you, Bigwig, because you are not responsible. You are under the grip of forces of evil that invaded you mistakenly. But you have to give in. Give yourself up while there is still time.
Don't waste your saliva, you conceited dog. What weapons do you plan to use against me? Look around you. This is an impregnable fortress, and you just went straight into the wolf's mouth.
There are weapons out there even more formidable than you can ever dream about, Bigwig.
You bore me with your chit-chat. You talk just like your father. I'm going to shut you up.
Hey, buddy, no more resources?
You've got some nerve, you little twerp. I'm gonna do you in. You...
Well, that went well. Huh. I'm sure that's nothing. Let's just walk around a bit. Oh, they gave you a way out. Never noticed that. Yeah, I'm sure that's nothing. Let's just, you know, take a stroll, walk around a little bit.
We never heard again of Woodruff, our young hero, the key to our salvation. According to legend, the Bigwig reduced him to a heap of pixels that scattered all over the Purple Hill.
Huh.
So, yeah. There's a lot of ways to die in this place. Most of the ways in the game to die are actually in the final area, which, you know, makes a decent amount of sense, really. Let's see if it'll let me skip this conversation.
I have no hatred for you.
There we go. Now, this is why we needed the hypnotic CD-ROM.
All the way up.
Nope, he's pretty neutralized.
Well deserved. I got him hypnotized using the same CD-ROM that he used on the members of his sect.
So, we came up here for a reason. Let's do it.
This machine can make you younger or older. Should I try it?
So yeah, we got this guy to deal with now.
What the heck?
Rifling through the Bigwig's skin gives us this magnetic card. And the switch gets us access to get up there and deal with this guy.
Beast.
Now then, I'm going to save. Ah. And I think I will actually break the video here. I'm not sure how long this one's been going, but we've got a few more game overs to do, and a number of them involve
Getting eaten.
waiting for an inordinate amount of time. So, one moment.